So, question you get asked all the time is line on ball or no line. Me personally, I love using a line because it just makes me feel like everything has been taken care of.
Yeah.
But a lot of people benefit from not using a line.
And that's me.
That's you.
If I put a line in the golf ball, a line in the putter, I get lost. I really struggle to hit the putt. Yeah. But I experimented to figure that out. So I did try the line, and it just did not click for me at all.
Yeah, I think worldwide it's about 50-50. So that's pretty, that falls in line. So if we're going to use a line, we need a good read. So that's important.
Hugely so,
and when I use a line, I use the shaft to double check that it's lined up perfectly. And I'll do that about a stride back from the ball. So I'm making sure that the ball is against the shaft.
Yes.
And not using the grip. And if you get the shaft quite vertical, you can see quite long putts. For left to right is I use the right side of the shaft, and right to left is I use the left side of the shaft. So lines are great for me, but if we took the line away, we can also have a spot which is 14, 15 inches in front of the golf ball.
Yep.
That people might want to roll over. Is that something you'd prefer?
I'm very much a soft target player. I love my aim point read. I don't become obsessive with where I've picked in the green. I've got that general vicinity. I spot pick softly, as I say. I'm not highly regimented in that. Right. I just like to have something there to work with, particularly for alignment as I'm getting into my address position. But I have had great success with players using this. And like a lot of this stuff to me, Jimmy, you've got to experiment. You've got to get out in the putting green, golf ball with line, golf ball with other lines, spot pick, aim point. We're just trying to figure out what works as for you as the individual. And the only way to do it is get in there, hit the putts, take note of what's happening, and figure it out.
Yeah, so we're going to cover drop point or curve visualization in a later video.
Yep.
But for the moment, like a coin might help people to understand if they've hit it on the right line, because if it goes left or right, it's a push or a pull.
Yes.
So experimentation is key here, right?
Massive,
but you do have to have a tangible read.
Yeah.
So we've got our correct read there, and I can see that that coin there sits nicely on that line. So maybe I could hit one over that coin. So remember, I'm not a person that uses a blank golf ball.
Yes.
So I'm already feeling a bit uncomfortable with my aim there. So let's hit one over that coin and see what happens. Okay, so it was left of the coin, missed left.
Yeah.
So let's put a ball down with a line on now, go through my routine, and then we'll try and hole one out.
Yeah, when you're doing that, one of the things I would say is more is not always better.
Yeah.
And that sometimes people don't consider the concept of stripping stuff out rather than continually putting more in. And for me, putting in more meant putting the line down, putting the tee down, even string lines at times. All of that stuff freaks me when I try to putt.
Right.
And so just because the manufacturers are producing more and more elaborate lines in the golf balls, or you can put them on yourself, you don't have to use it, but it's experimentation, folks. I think that's key, is you've got to go to the putting green and spend some time figuring it out. Engage with a coach. We do a lot of this stuff, and I've had players come who genuinely can't hit the hole from 4 feet, great golfers, because they started using the line, and the minute we take it away, it just clicks. And for you're saying you're over the golf ball, suddenly you're not comfortable.
Yeah, it was amazing how uncomfortable I was when I took the line away. So we can learn by trial and error, testing.
Huge. There's not enough of that going on anymore.
Also, I guess it depends what's on the back of your putter. Like I've got a nice white long line there.
Yeah.
If you've just got a dot on the putter, the line, can be counterintuitive, right?
Yeah, very, very, very much so. And then the other piece that we see a lot, I guess, is the player who gets in behind that golf ball, and we look at the line on the putter and the ball, and they're not matching.
Yeah.
Well, then this is just not going to work, right?
Or the player that steps in doesn't trust it.
Yes.
Because it looks wrong.
Yeah, and then they feel I have to hit it because I've spent 30 seconds lining up their golf ball.
I mean, if you're going to use a line on the ball, you have to commit to it, right?
Correct.
And that's where testing from behind will come in.
And you've got to train it, because you want to become pretty quick and accurate, as you're saying, putting that shaft in there, lining it up, doing that in a game, not getting into crazy slow play and things like that. You don't want to feel you have to rush hitting the putt because you've spent so many time preparing the putt.
Got it. Okay, so varying the lines, experimentation, looking for what feels comfortable and gives you the best result.
And I would even suggest maybe go find a flat 10-footer straight, and test it there, because we know the tolerance is at 10 feet. It's 1 degree to the edge, right? So you want to see which of these golf balls, and we have a multitude of different markings here, you would test all 4 in that putt and go, well, which one actually consistently gives me the best results?
Okay. Should we hit some more?
I think we should.